bolsillos llenos, me siento como un buster. Todas se me arriman. Mala mía, si tu gata está en mi roster. Pa' su postre, entro el dueño de la aldea. Y se me pega, huele mi dinero. Yo no soy Shenlong. No imaginas lo que te espera. Entro el dueño de la aldea. Women se me pega, huele mi dinero. Yo no soy Shenlong. No imaginas lo que te espera. El abuso, si sale un meque, mis perros están buzos. Me sobran los recursos. Cuando traboneamos la hablo sucio. Lealtad siempre promete, me afila el machete. La tengo arañando las paredes, facturando emerald verde. Todos los semáforos luz verde. Entro el dueño de la aldea. Women se me pegan, huele mi dinero. Yo no soy Shenlong. Mira, no imaginas lo que te espera. Entro el dueño de la aldea. Women se me pegan, huele mi dinero. Yo no soy Shenlong. Mira, no imaginas lo que te espera. Arte Mona Lisa, por mi cama se desliza. No me avisa, sus cheras hacen fila. Son unas bandidas, buscan que la les bendiga. Soy el dembow killer, dueño de la maquila. Liche en la valija. Mi foto tienen fija. Las babies en los números se fijan. Los bolsillos llenos, me siento como un buster. Todas se me riman.
About 13 miles from downtown Atlanta, welcome to Truist Park. It's going to be a scorcher out there today. It's the Minnesota Twins going up against the Atlanta Braves. Ready to go now? Now it's the veteran outfielder, Byron Buxton. Swings through that one for strike one.
0-1's the count.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first, digging for two. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And that skips into dirt. Swing and a miss. Going to count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And downstairs. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That's back there. Bang! A 2-run homer. It's 2-0. Here's Royce Lewis. That misses. 1-0.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
There's the strike.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball.
1-1.
Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Next offering, pop foul off to the right, out of play. Nobody out, with a pair of runs across in the frame here in the third and final game of the series. Next pitch is outside. And there's a ball. Ripped to short. Throw on to Olsen. 1 out in the top of the first. Here's Carlos Correa. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Still only one out here in the inning. Got one out to right. One gone, runner at first. Matt Wallner, the next Twin up to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Check swing, and he went. Strike one. And a swing and a miss there.
So hard to touch. Being at the top of the zone, 99, 98, even 97. As pitchers do such a good job of teasing that part of the zone, just elevating a little bit. It looks good because you see it for a good while as a hitter. Looks juicy, and by the time you swing, it's almost in the catcher's mitt.
Ryan Jeffers at the plate. And the first offering is not close. Just missed.
He hasn't wanted the challenge of both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
Late on that fastball.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
That one the other way. He's got it. And that is out number 3. Back here in Atlanta. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Pablo Lopez. What do you have on him?
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
And now here is Michael Harris II.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
And it stays fair. Man at first, nobody out. And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
Oh, here's a player who hits the ball a mile when he connects. In fact, Acuna is the first player in the StatCast era to hit 10 straight home runs, all traveling more than 420 feet. He's not exactly just clearing the fences out there.
Check on the runner. Harris dives back in safely. And Pablo Lopez will deliver. That misses the zone. Now 1-2. Runner at first with no outs here. And the sweeper is off the plate.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Castro over to Correa for one. Over to first. Safe.
Good arm side run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just bores in on the hands.
Here's Matt Olson. This is another guy capable of hitting tape measure home runs. Late swing, foul to the left. And he chases that one below the zone.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
Lopez checks over to first, and he's back. Acuna leads off first with 1 away. Struck him out looking. Here's Marcell Ozuna. And there's a foul ball. 2 outs. Lewis whips it across. Ozuna is out. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. Back at Truist Park, all set for the start of the inning. So here's Bader now. Schwellenbach back to work. Pitches in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Bader, guy who played his college ball at the University of Florida from the New York area. Went to Horace Mann High School.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Got him looking. 1 gone here. Edouard Julien, the next to hit. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Julien getting to start at first in the 8th spot in today's lineup. And he was born in Canada.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off-speed away.
Now a screamer into the outfield. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double. One out, runner at second. Here's the second baseman, Willie Castro. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
Top of the zone for a called strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Up the middle. Throw to first in time. Here's Byron Buxton. Doubled leading off the ball game. Then came around to score the first run of the game.
Counts 1-0.
In the dirt. Back up the middle and a base hit. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single. It's 3-zip.
Well done. Drives in the run. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Larnach stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Center field. Harris after it. Brings it in, and that is that. Back here at Truist Park, home of the Braves since 2017. These fans didn't experience a home postseason game a year ago, but the Braves did qualify as a wild card team before getting swept by the Padres.
Yeah, that was a tough series for Atlanta. They played a doubleheader for seeding purposes the day after the regular season was scheduled to finish.
Next pitch is outside. The Braves did reach the postseason, but they had to fly cross-country to Petco Park to play the Padres. Plus, they lost Chris Sale going into the final weekend of the season. That was a tough blow.
Yeah, no doubt. Injuries were a huge part of the Braves story in 2024. Everyone is hoping for better luck this season, that's for sure.
Swing and a miss. And the count is even, 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that's in the dirt. Lewis makes the grab, 1 away. Here is Austin Riley. Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper. 1 out, base is empty. Next offering in there for a strike. And that's strike one. Can't make contact with the sweeper.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Just off the outside part of the plate. And they'll do it again. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. And that drops foul. Wallner under it. And there are 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the Atlanta catcher, Sean Murphy. And that drops in for a strike. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Lopez gets the swing and the miss. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. And we're back. Here's the third baseman, Royce Lewis.
Royce Lewis.
A little bit low. And that is ball one.
1, no strikes.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
The batter, number 4, shortstop, Carlos.
And here comes Carlos Correa. He's 0 for 1. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. One of the things with Correa, the impact he makes, not just on offense, but defense as well. A guy who's won a platinum glove as the best defender in the American League. Probably my favorite note, though, on Carlos Correa. He likes to, before games, go to a regular old batting cage and take BP with his dad. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Now batting, right fielder, Matt.
Now it's the right fielder, Matt Wallner. Fly to left his first time. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Darius Vines.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
First pitch misses. Just off the inside edge.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
And a fastball in there for a strike at 91. First and second, no outs. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Ground ball could be 2. Albies to second, on to Olsen. That's 2.
I think 4-6-3 double plays like that are way tougher than these guys make it look sometimes, because no matter how you do it, the feed from the second baseman is a tough one. That's where footwork really comes into play, but right there, very well done.
On the ground. Out number 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. Digging in, Nick Allen. Outside low, and that's ball 1.
Nope, that's off the plate.
Right now,
Ball
behind
2.
in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
Late on that fastball.
Well, he came right at him right there, challenged him with the 2-0 fastball. Not sure exactly what he was looking for, but got to imagine that's a confidence booster on the mound. You're in that hitter's head a little bit.
And now the count filled up 3-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. Timing on his swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Profar climbs in on that left side. And a pitch. And that skips in the dirt. Way out front for strike 2.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Lopez with a move to first. And he's back in safely.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score on a ball in the gap.
And they almost caught him, but he's back in time. Runner at second, nobody out. The 2-2 gets a check swing. Now an appeal to third. No swing. Kenny Jansen with the call. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, they didn't give him anything to hit, and now with runners on first and second, they've set up a double play opportunity, so not a terrible result.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Now the leadoff spot for the Braves, Michael Harris II. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. Into the outfield, base hit. Now a long throw home. And he's in there as a run scores.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach.
Runner takes off, swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
Safe is second, and he easily steals the bag. Profar at third, Harris at second with nobody out. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
He's under it. Brings it in. And that is a big first out. And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit. Golden opportunity right here. A little out front there as he swings through it.
0-1.
Fastball for a strike. Traffic on the bases with one already in here in the last half of the third. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Two on, one out. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. Grounded out his first time up. Double play ball to second. There's one. Got him. The double play cuts down the potential tying run. Back here in Atlanta, now here is Harrison Bader. Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. And caught on the warning track.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Julian, the next to hit, takes ball one. Up the middle. Oh, what a stop. To first. Nicely done for the out. 2 down, bases empty. This is Willie Castro. Grounded out his first time. In the air, left field, down the line. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Back at Truist Park, ready to go, bottom 4. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. Fought off foul.
You know, these Braves showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
And a quick out, number 1.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Correa. Play is made, 2 out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution. Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
To first, that ends the inning. And we're back. We go to the top of the 5th, and now for the Twins, Byron Buxton. Vines back to work. When you examine Buxton's career trajectory, the thing that really jumps out, the speed and the defense early on. On the ground, right side, boots it, still finds a way to get off a throw, and save. Couldn't recover from the misplay. Here's Trevor Larnach. He's already homered here in this one. Larnach, 28 years old. And though usually in left field, today he's the designated hitter. Throw over to first. Buxton back in there.
Some guys don't like not being able to play defense because it helps them to stay in the rhythm. So for him to be the DH, we'll see if he gets a routine together.
That one misses. 1-1. Runner on the go. In the air, out towards left center. He's got it. And there's one away.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Runner takes off. And base hit. Oh, he botches it. Coming home. Now a relay to the plate. Safe. And they take a 2-run lead.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy. Didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep. Took the barrel right to it. And then extended through the swing for the line drive.
In the dirt. The next offering misses. And that's ball 2. Man at first, one away. Correa started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, and he held back according to Rusty Valentine. And a fastball in there for a strike at 91. Three and two now. Runner on the go. Swing and a ground ball. Tosses to first. That takes care of Correa. And now the right fielder, Matt Wallner. 0 for 2 in this one. Wallner checks his swing. Appeal down to third. And yes, he did. That's a swing, according to Kenny Jansen. Just missed. That one missed. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
And Acuna able to make the grab. And that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Now in for the Braves, Nick Allen. Swings, fouls it off, and he breaks his bat. And in foul ground, he pulls it down. 1 out.
Well, on the mound, very efficient. Able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the third or fourth pitch of just about every at bat.
Julian throws to first in time. Home half of the fifth inning, moving along. 2 quick outs. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Michael Harris II.
Well, I think the key, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
That one pushed to the left and foul. Inside, just missed.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
And that's in the dirt. 2 out, space is empty. In the dirt, 3 and 2 now. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
The 3-2 is outside, and it's ball 4.
Very close off the outside corner. Could have easily been called a strike in that location.
So 2 down. Here's Acuna now. Correa. And that is the inning. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Now the left fielder, Harrison Bader. The new pitcher in the game, Angel De Los Santos.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Swing and a miss. 0-1.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
A changeup missing, and now it's even 1-1. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. That one inside. 2-2. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Acuna hauls it in, and there's one away. So up next for Minnesota, Edouard Julien, 1 for 2. That's a strike. 0-1. Late on that fastball.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the second baseman, Willie Castro. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Harris has a beat on it. And that'll do it. Back here in Atlanta, stepping in the long ball threat, Matt Olson.
Now pitching for Minnesota, number 44, Cole Sam.
That one fouled off.
You know, these Braves just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Next pitch is outside.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Castro makes the catch, and there's one gone. Marcelo Zuna coming up to hit. Ground ball up the middle, and it's through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish.
Foul! That ball's foul!
That's down and in.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Good eye right there.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell that.
And that one handled, fired to second. Return throw to first, got him. Double play, and that'll do it. Back at Truist Park, now Byron Buxton. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Late with the swing there.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game, but ultimately you either have it or you don't.
That's a ball, went with the sweeper.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite.
Swung on, belted. Gone. He doinks it off the foul pole. An absolute smash to left. And they add a run. It's 6-2. Trevor Larnach, the next Twin up to hit. He's already homered in this game. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. Just missed. Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. And a slider in there for a strike.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. And next for Minnesota, Royce Lewis. That pitch gets the corner. It's 0-1. Outside. One out, base is empty, and a run in here in the top half of inning number 7. And now 2-1. That one hammered center field, way back there. Off the batter's eye and gone. It's their second home run of the inning, and they boost their lead. It's 7-2. Now Correa up to hit. 1 for 3. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Hit in the air, right field. Acuna under it. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Wallner stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. High fly ball out towards left field. That ball's carrying. Oh, you are a star, aren't you? He'll touch them all. And they add to their lead. It's 8-2. And here's the catcher, Ryan Jeffers. New pitcher on here, Aaron Bummer. He's into the game with the bases empty. That's too low. And it's 1-0. Into left center for a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Bader, the next to hit, takes outside. Jeffers off of first with 2 away. On the ground to the left. Fair ball. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Back-to-back singles. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent back control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
In the dirt, but kept close. 2 aboard, 2 outs.
Hitting for the Twins, number 13, Kyle Twins.
And another ball. Lined into left center, base hit. Jeffers around third. In there safely. He will score. It's an RBI single, and they're pulling away up by 7 now. Here's the second baseman, Willie Castro. 0 for 3 in this one. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Corners are occupied with 2 down. Next offering upstairs.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Over to Albies, and they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
All right, Singy, when you played, how much of a fashionista were you? Would you come to the ballpark dressed to the nines?
No, I wouldn't. Even on the road trips, I was, pretty average. There were some guys that would dial it up, and there'd be some outfits where you're kind of double taking and saying, where in the world are you going? But overall, I'd say I kept it low key.
So here's Murphy now. He's built his reputation as one of the top framers in the sport. Swing and a miss. Yeah, you see some guys into the fashion nowadays and big on the gram, as the kids like to say. Post their fits, right? That's what you say?
Is that what it is?
It's a fit. Your fit, your outfit, your fit.
Got a little drip around the neck, too.
Yeah, believe it. Scale of 1 to 10, how old do we sound right now?
Really old, like close to Social Security benefits.
Yeah. Next offering is in for a strike.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. A dive, he's got it. And he's safe at first.
No problem beating out the infield hit right there. Good hustle getting down the line. You got that front foot. Down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Now batting Jurickson Profar. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs. Profar gets a piece there. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Allen, the runner at first with 2 gone. France. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. And we're back. Here's the center fielder, Byron Buxton.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Bummer back to work. Pitch in the dirt. Ball 1. That's a little bit low. That misses the zone. 3-0.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away. You get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
Larnach in the box now. No balls and a strike. And that one clips the corner.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Here's the 0-2. Next offering is outside. Nobody out. Runner at first. That one just misses. In the air out towards right center. Harris makes the play. And there's one away. And now for the Twins, Royce Lewis. Have to say, he's one of the most impressive young players I've seen in recent years.
Well, no question about it. His future is very bright. The city, the organization, both are excited about him. He has a lot to look forward to.
That one's in there. No balls, 2 strikes. When you think about it, he may be in the league for the next 10 or 15 years. Foul ball still 0-2. The Twins up big in this one, and we're in the top of the 8th. Line drive. Reaches, but can't make the grab. And that forces the runner to hold on at second. 2 on with 1 away.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. I could watch base hits like that one all.
Pierce Johnson will come in.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but
He's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
2 on, 1 out. There's a swing and a drive. This one looks like trouble. 1 run across. Lewis around third. He'll score. 2 runs are in.
Back-to-back base hits. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Man at second with 1 away. Matt Wallner, the next twin up to hit. Pitch misses inside. 1-0. In the air to left down the line. Profar has a beat on it. 2 away now.
Now batting.
Here's the catcher, Ryan Jeffers. Puts it in the air out towards left center. And that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. And now Michael Harris the second.
Number 55.
And first offering is fouled off. Funderburg in his second season. He throws a cutter, a slider, a sinker, and he works in a changeup. Outside with a breaking ball.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Now batting. Right fielder.
Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Correa tosses across to first. 2 up, 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Matt Olson up to the plate. And a foul ball. 0-2 now as he swings through it.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on. Back here in Atlanta, new inning getting started. Here's the left fielder, Harrison Bader. That one ripped, but foul. Foul ball. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. In the air, center field. Harris after it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 1 up, 1 down. So up next for Minnesota, Ty France. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. And that one in the air, center field. Harris has a beat on it. He's got it, and there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. And next for Minnesota, Willie Castro. Out towards right center field. Harris on the move. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. Back at Truist Park. So bottom of the 9th. Now it's the D. Marcell Ozuna. Buxton calls it in, and there's one away.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. And first offering is fouled off. And it's fouled away. One down, base is empty. Can't glove it cleanly. Still able to fire over, and he's out. Here comes Austin Riley. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Swings through that one.
0-1.
And a foul ball. One strike away. And 1-2.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look.
Wallner. And that'll wrap it up. The Twins take this one in a blowout.